What's going on, everyone? This is Kevin here, coming at you with Samsung Galaxy A53 5G camera tips and tricks. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the most out of all the various cameras on your device, so let's get started. Now, the first thing I want to show you is a quick and easy way to access the camera app, and it's with a feature called Side Key. Now, this is already enabled by default, so you don't have to do anything to set this up, but all you have to do is just double press on the power button, and it pulls up the camera app. And you can do this from anywhere throughout the interface on the device. You can even have the display off, and if you double press on that button, it does quickly pull up the camera. Now, what's also nice about this is that you do have the ability to customize it. So if you want this to pull up a different camera app, or any app for that matter, you can easily do that. To do this, we're gonna pull down the shade and then go to the gear, which will take us to the settings. We're gonna go to search and then type in side, and you'll see right there, Side Key. Go to Side Key, and then you can see right now we have Quick Launch Camera set up. We can then go to this other option for opening any app of our choosing. Go to the gear to actually pick the app, and then now you can see we have a list of all the various apps on this device. And then from here, if I want to choose a different camera app, like maybe Snapchat or Instagram, for example, I can do that. And then now, all I have to do is double press on the power button, and it pulls up Instagram, which is really awesome. Now, in the actual camera app itself for the device, we have a variety of different features. Now, up top here, we have a quick toggle to choose the aspect ratio for the images you'll be capturing. By default, it is set to take images at 3:4, but you can see here we have full. So this is the entire aspect ratio of the display. We have 1:1, which is square. We also have 9:16, which is great for thumbnails, for example. And then we have another option to take 3:4 photos at the full 64 megapixels. Now, that's certainly very awesome because you will be getting the maximum quality with that setting. But keep in mind that it will fill up the space on your phone a lot faster compared to the default 3:4 mode. The next thing I want to show you is how to take burst images. So all you have to do is just swipe down on the shutter button. So just like that, it'll begin taking all of those burst photos. So I just took 30 photos right there. So I definitely have plenty to choose from. Another awesome thing is that you can actually move the shutter button to anywhere on the camera interface. All you have to do is swipe up on that button, and then you can drag it to wherever you want. So now, instead of having to tap on the shutter button here, which does still work, you can tap on the shutter button anywhere else that you want to put the button. So that's certainly very convenient. If you want the button on the left side, maybe you want to use your left hand, that makes it very easy. You can put it wherever you want, or you can put it back to where it came from. Some of these other functions are a little bit self-explanatory, but we do have the timer up here. So we have 2 seconds, 5 seconds, and 10. We also have the settings in the upper left corner. And we have a bunch of different options here, but one of the things I want to show you is a quick and easy way to make GIF images with this device. So all you have to do right here under Pictures, change Swipe Shutter Button so that instead of taking burst shots, it'll instead create a GIF. So we'll go back here. So now that we're back in the main screen here, all you have to do is just swipe the shutter button down, and then it'll create a GIF image. Or what do you call it? GIF? GIF? Let me know in the comment section below. But anyway, I just created it. And now, there's the final result. Now going back to the main camera settings page, you can actually use the main camera app to scan QR codes, which is very helpful. We also have another option to capture high efficiency pictures. So essentially with this option, it will save a lot of space on your device, but at the same time, the pictures will still look decent. Here's another one that you might find to be helpful. This is called Save Selfies as Previewed. So by default, when you take selfies with this device, it's actually going to flip the image inverse. So if you want it to appear as it actually appears in the viewfinder, you can enable that. And then for videos, you can also reduce the file size in a similar way as high efficiency pictures. So if you find yourself recording short videos and you're not really concerned about having the best quality possible, that's probably a good thing to enable. Video stabilization is already enabled by default, but that's certainly very important. That's actually something that was improved here with the A53 5G from its predecessor. Now scrolling a little bit further down here, we have this option called Shooting Methods. Now if you go there, we actually have several different options. So the first one is what you want the volume keys to do. So right now, by default, if you use the volume key, it will take a picture or record a video. So let me show you how that works right now. So I'm going to tap on the volume up. It captures an image. I'm going to do volume down. Also captures an image. Now if you go to the video portion of the camera app, it'll do the same exact thing, but you can see here that we actually have some other options. So one of the options is to just have the volume button control the system volume. So if you don't want the volume button influencing the camera app at all, you can actually select that. Or the other option here is to zoom in or out. So with that selected, now that we're on the main area here of the camera app, if I do volume up, it's going to zoom in. If I do volume down, it's going to zoom out. Now this option is not enabled by default, but I'll enable it now and show you how it works. This is called voice commands. So you can actually take pictures by saying smile or cheese. So let me try that out. We'll go to the front-facing camera. Cheese. There we go, just took the picture. Capture image. There we go, look at how convenient that is. Now I already showed you earlier on in the video how you can move around the shutter button if you want to. But you can actually go in this menu and enable floating shutter button, and there will always be a shutter button floating around. So you don't have to grab it from down here anymore. It'll just always be here. So I don't know if that's going to be useful to you or not. If it is, then there you go. If not, then just use this other method. And then this other option is called show palm. This is enabled by default, but essentially if you show your palm to the camera, it will take a selfie or record a selfie video. So let's try that out. There we go. Wow. Okay, wow. That was really quick. Try that one more time. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Now heading back to the main camera menu, scrolling down here, there is this other option as well called grid lines. So if you do want to have grid lines on your viewfinder here, this is especially helpful with the rule of thirds. I don't know if you remember that from art class, but I certainly do. So essentially with the rule of thirds, it can help you better position everything in the frame when you're taking a photo or even a video for that matter. So you'll have these grid lines here, certainly very convenient if you find the need for it. Now another awesome thing is that if you're making all these various changes and you want those changes to stay every time you pull up the camera app, we do have this ability here called settings to keep. So in here you can see that you can select a bunch of different settings that you do want to keep. So for example, camera mode. So we'll start the camera in the last mode used, such as video for example, versus always starting in the photo mode. Same thing for selfies as well. You can keep the angle you last used for the front-facing camera instead of always switching back to the normal angle. Same thing with filters, and then also super steady. If super steady is on in video mode, keep it on instead of turning it off when you close the camera. So I wouldn't necessarily enable these right away, but if you find yourself constantly going back to a certain setting, then I could see how these could come in handy. Now you're likely already aware of this, but if you head all the way over to the right side of the camera interface, you'll see an option right here that says more. Once you're here, you'll see a bunch of different modes. So there's pro mode, pro video, single take, night mode, food mode, macro mode as well, hyperlapse. So I definitely recommend trying out all these various modes to see how you might be able to incorporate those into your photography lifestyle. But if you do find that you're constantly using one of these modes, instead of having to always go over to the More tab, all you have to do is just tap on this plus button, and then from there, you can actually drag one of the modes into this bottom bar here. So we have macro right there. Now when you go to the camera app, macro mode is very conveniently placed right here. I don't have to go to the More tab anymore to access that. And then now I can take close-up images in very good detail. Of course, if you want to, you can always revert this or further customize it. Just go back to that plus button, go over, grab macro, put it back to where it was, and you can actually even remove fun mode and portrait mode, or at least not remove them, but reposition them into this menu if you don't always want them to be on the bottom bar. But this concludes my video on Samsung Galaxy A53 5G camera tips and tricks. I hope you learned something new today in this video, and if you did, definitely give it a thumbs up and sub to the channel. In addition to that, I've created a variety of different videos about the Galaxy A53 5G on the channel, so definitely make sure to check out all that content. But this is Kevin here, and I will see you in the next video. Take care and have a great rest of your day.